Hello everybody and welcome back to the Let's Jump Zelda the Wind Waker. In the last video we finished off on Eastern Fairy Island and we just collected a small treasure there. And now we're going to Fire Mountain and we're going to collect that big sparkling treasure in the water. To get this one you need to have treasure chart number 37. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to pull this out of the water. We've already been to Fire Mountain. Obviously, this is where we got our power bracelets. So we've pretty much done everything here. There is a Big Octo on this square, however, so we're going to pick up this treasure and get our Big Octo, and then we will be able to get out of here. Another silver rupee. That's usually what these treasures are, if they're not pieces of heart, so that's really not too surprising. Anywho, the Big Octo should be in this direction over here, just by the watchtower. And to my knowledge, there's nothing really big or exciting in this tower. I guess I can go check really quickly, but my little map here doesn't say that there's anything really worth getting up here, like an orange rupee or something like that. But I guess if it's like 20 rupees, we'll be 20 rupees richer, so let's go take a look just for curiosity's sake. And I saw those seagulls somewhere. Oh, they're right there, actually. So those seagulls are really close. Could fight that Big Octo in the moonlight. God, it takes forever for Link to climb ladders. But it has a pretty long ladder, and Link has pretty stubby legs. And we already picked up the treasure in this watchtower, probably when we were on our way to the Forest Haven, which doesn't surprise me. So we climbed that long ladder for absolutely nothing. Good job, Nikki, you just wasted everybody's time. Anywho, let's not waste everybody's time and go on ahead and find this Big Octo. Go right into this big square where all the seagulls are. There we go. Alright, let's use our boomerang. This is an 8-eyed squid, so he's a little bit of a baby squid compared to some of the ones we've seen. So he should be able to be taken care of pretty quick and easy. So I'm just gonna go on ahead and do that, and we'll get his treasure that he has before moving on. I like that the few islands that we visited in the last couple of videos, we've done everything on. I mean, because we're making some pretty good progress on the sea chart. I think we're like halfway through the entire map, as a matter of fact. So we're not doing too bad, really. Not too shabby, really. There we go. Die, squid, die! We must have that one eyeball on the other side left. What a pain. Come on, eyeball. There we go. That's better. I always love the boss music that plays when you take care of the squid. So it's just so, like, I don't know what word I'm looking for. It just sounds so serious and, you know. Anywho. Whoops. I went past that. That was stupid of me. See if I can get it from here. Probably not. Okay, there we go. That took forever to actually be able to fish that one up. I actually had to sail in the opposite direction and then come back and get it, which was absolutely pathetic. But anywho, for our efforts we get an orange rupee, so another 100 rupees added in our wallet. And with that being said, we can pretty much move on to the final square on our third row of the map here. So I'm just going to meet you guys over there, and I will see you in a minute. Alright, so this is our next island. I'm just trying to get to our map fish here. And I realized just by looking at my little chart here that this island is basically absolutely useless until a little bit later in the game. You can fish up some treasure here, but you need treasure chart number 27, and I don't actually have it. So we're basically just getting the map fish and leaving because at the moment there's absolutely nothing I can get on this island. The watchtower also doesn't seem to have anything that's really of any use to us. So, I guess that's good and bad news. Kind of bad news because it's kind of disappointing that there's nothing here, but good news because we can move on a bit quicker. I wouldn't sail through these seas on nights when the left half of the moon is missing. You'll regret it if you do, Fry. I'm warning you, it's not my fault if you get so scared that you can't go to the bathroom at night anymore. What am I going to do, wet my pants? Jeez. Link can take it. He's seen far more horrible things, Mr. Mapfish. Let me assure you. Alright, so let's see. Now that we're done with this whole entire square, what is next on the list? The Thorned Fairy Island, which we've already been to. Again, with a lot of these islands we've already been to, so we should be able to sweep through here relatively quickly. I think we have time to fit in one more island, so I'm just going to sail south a little bit, and I'll meet you guys in the next square of importance. Okay guys, so here we are. This is Thorned Fairy Island. We have already been here, but again, we're just going to pick up one really quick little treasure ring here. You need treasure chart number 5 in order to be able to pick this treasure up, and it's a relatively important one, so let's just go ahead and see if we can pinpoint where it is and pick it up here. And it's another piece of heart. Dun dun dun. We've collected 3. One more and we'll get another piece of heart, another heart container I should say, another glorious heart to add onto our large list of hearts. But that's about it for that square. We're pretty much done there, so we're just going to continue on, and we're going to actually go back to Eastern Triangle Island. We haven't been there for a while, eh? Alright, well, I'll see you guys then. Alright, so we're coming back to the Triangle Islands, which I'm sure none of you ever thought we'd ever come back to, just because it's so small and really has not a lot of significance, to be completely honest. There is a treasure ring around here. There it is. And that's basically the only thing we're picking up. I realize, just like thinking about it now, this episode has probably been so completely dull and dry, like commentary-wise. I'm really sorry, but it is really hard to make super exciting commentary for an episode like this where we're just collecting stuff. But it needs to be done, and there is, you know, some pretty good treasures we're picking up. If you have treasure chart number 34, you can pick this one up, and this has another silver rupee for us. We're gonna hit $4,000 here soon. Link is one rich little guy. Anywho, I think that's about it for this video. We actually covered about 4 islands, so that's quite a bit in one video. And hopefully, you know, it'll keep coming faster and faster and faster, and I hope you'll join me next time, despite, you know, this all being very boring. I'm just going to continue on, and we're going to do some more collecting. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that you will be joining me in the next episode.